Welcome to Inside Raider Nation live from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery here in Cedar Park, Texas. We are season 12 of Inside Raider Nation. I'm Sonny Zappetta. I'll be your host tonight. Lots on store for you tonight to talk about everything inside Raider Nation. We're going to talk football as we are kicking off, but we're also going to talk a little bit of volleyball tonight. So we want to make sure to include all the fall sports, cross country also kicking off. But we have to mention the sponsors, and we want to thank those sponsors for bringing you Inside Raider Nation, as well as supporting Rouse Raider football this 2026 season. That would be Trulux, Aegis, 911 Pool Care, Mo Design Company, Raising Cane's, Carlson Law Firm, Hargrove Roofing and Construction, Agua Vida Ranch, FSG, Cedar Park Toyota, ROI Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Whitestone Fine Jewelry, Gish Seaton, Southern Steer Butcher, Tritex Roof Systems, and then obviously REDHORN Brewery and Roastery, our host of Inside Raider Nation Season 12. Lots on tap tonight. We have lots of guests that we will talk to, and we will start out in our next segment, and we will have Coach Hopkins, the new football coach at Rouse, talk about kind of the preseason leading up to that first regular season game on August 27th. We'll talk to him about the scrimmage last week and then the second scrimmage coming up this week. We'll also talk to the newly named 4 captains for the Rouse Raider football team. We'll talk to those guys. They wanted to make sure that we had calculus, physics, economics, and world history questions, so I've got those on tap for them. I think they're nervous already. Cohen was a little nervous about questions that we were going to ask, but Naveau was probably even more, I think, nervous. He says no right now, but I think he is. We're also going to talk to Coach Martin, the head volleyball coach at Rouse High School. They are in their stretch of the preseason tournament season, and we'll talk to her about that. We'll also talk to her about Volleypalooza coming up next week, and we'll talk to the captains for the Rouse Raider volleyball team as well. And once we get through that, we are going to finish off our last segment. We're going to talk to Mr. Hawkins, principal of Rouse High School, and Charlie Rouse, the namesake. We're going to talk to him. He's in the house tonight, so we appreciate him coming out. A little bit of rebranding. We're getting back to kind of the roots, and we'll talk about that with Coach Hopkins and Mr. Rouse and Mr. Hawkins as well when we get to that point. But a lot on tap here tonight, and we are excited for the season. We're excited for it to get closer to fall so that it can cool down, because 110 degrees heat index is not fun. And I don't even have to put a helmet on and I sweat. So I can imagine what the football boys are going through. But I do like volleyball because it is inside. So controlled environment. Thank you, Coach Martin. She keeps it nice and cool in the gym. But we have a lot on store. We're excited about this season to see new district, new classification. So we're going to talk about all those things coming up in our first segment with Coach Hopkins. We'll take a break here from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll have Coach Hopkins join us here on Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery. Welcome back to Inside Raider Nation. Sonny Zappetta along with Coach Hopkins, Rouse Raider football head coach. Nothing. Can you turn up 2, Cody, so he can hear? There we go.
All right.
Now he can hear.
There we go.
He's used to hearing noise in those headsets when he puts them on a
Absolutely.
Thursday or Friday night. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Excited to be here. This is awesome. This is my first time, so
in a good crowd.
Yeah.
Lots of good food I see, which just makes me a little bit more hungry. I see Cody's onion rings over there, and it's kind of like, I don't know if he's going to get through those. We may have an extra long break here in just a minute.
Absolutely.
So I can go through
I ate one before we did this, so
yeah,
it was amazing.
It was always good food here at REDHORN and good hospitality. We appreciate Chad hosting Inside Raider Nation. Coach, we're just going to dive into it. It's hot outside.
Yes, sir.
It's hot. You guys go early in the morning practice, which most teams are doing around Central Texas, but there's one variable, I think the UIL has changed, which is kind of a different meter of how long they can be out there, especially with this heat. Can you talk a little bit about that to maybe people that don't know?
Sure. So you're talking about the wet bulb as we know it. And basically it's just an indicator that, it factors in not only the heat index and the actual heat that's outside, but also humidity, the wind, when you get a cool breeze, that makes a difference. And so it just kind of takes the whole environment. If it's in the shade, that's better. But it takes the whole environment and makes sure that it's safe for the kids.
Yeah, which is first and foremost,
Absolutely.
right? Especially in the Central Texas heat.
Yep.
Now going through practice, preseason, training camp, as some would call it, what's kind of been the first scrimmage under your belt last week against a good Lake Belton team, big Lake Belton team, and you guys fared very well. But what maybe a couple of takeaways that you saw from that, good or bad?
Yeah.
Because we have to, can't always be good, right?
Absolutely.
So, but it's kind of some takeaways that you had from that first scrimmage.
Yeah, I loved how the kids just responded on the field, right, to some adversity that happened. We had, good plays and bad plays, offensively and defensively. That's always the case. But what I always felt like is, if we make a play that we shouldn't have made or do something that we shouldn't have done, the next play we fixed it and flushed it and moved on. And that's something we talk about a lot is just how we respond to things, not only, in life, but also on the football field. I mean, to me, they go hand in hand, and that's something that, I preach to the guys is how you live your life is how you're going to play football. And the two things go hand in hand. When you respond to adversity well on the football field, I know you're going to be able to respond to it in real life too.
Speaking of that, because I know probably this answer, because I think I've talked to you about this before,
Okay.
but we could say, most people say, what does success look like this season? And most people would probably go wins and losses. I think it's bigger than that. So in your eyes and in your mind, what does success look like this season for this team and starting in new classification, new district, all that stuff?
Yeah, it's success is relative, right? And really what I talk to the team about and the guys about and really my own kids as well is truly just surrendering the outcome and getting 1% better every day. That's really what I look at is, from the first practice to the second practice, did we get better? From, we're on practice 8 right now, tomorrow's practice 9, are we getting better every single day? I'm not worried about wins and losses and score and what's on the scoreboard and, completion percentages and all those things. I'm worried about, did we execute this play better than we did the day before?
Which is, most people will go, well, that sounds like the politically correct answer.
Sure,
That's
but,
the right answer, I think, at this point, right?
I think so too. I mean,
Right.
politically correct or not, I mean, it's how I try to live my life. It's how I try to get them to live their life and play football that way too. So
Yeah. So you've had lots of experience and even playing experience, right? You played at U of H.
Yes, sir.
So you played at that level.
Go
And
Cougs.
there you go. Had to get that in there. But a lot of different levels, and you've had different coaching experience. What's one thing that you see out of this group, and not just the seniors? We'll talk about the seniors in a little bit, but what do you see as a group is different as far as something that you haven't maybe experienced at Katie Tompkins or another place that you've been?
That's a hard question. I think that you kind of see trends, right, in kids and different groups of kids. And what I noticed about this group when I first got here back in March is kind of how tight they were. Just they were tight together, good group of kids. You could tell that they were friends, and that's hard to build, right? As a coach, that's hard to build. And so I look at these guys. I mean, they're sitting here tonight. They're friends. They hang out in the classroom. I see them in the lunchroom, and I think that's probably what stands out to me the most is just how tight they are as a group.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably one of the things you notice. And they talk about brotherhood. with football. But I think it's a little bit deeper than that. I mean, these guys have grown up playing football together,
sure.
right? And so there's deep roots there. And so hopefully that translates on the field when they have to fight for each other when it comes adversity time during the games,
absolutely.
right? All right, Coach, we're going to ask those infamous questions. Favorite sports team? Let's stick with football. Favorite football team?
Okay, Houston Texans.
Okay. All right, college football team?
University of Houston Cougars.
U of H. Okay.
I'm a Ducks guy too. I like the Ducks.
Okay.
We go to Oregon every summer, and it's kind of a place that my family and I like. So I root for the Ducks.
Get away from everything.
Yep.
Pre-game music or silence?
No, focus, locked in. And we've had a lot of conversations about this actually this week. And so, to me, it's you play the game in your mind. I go through my call sheet in my mind, and I want the guys to learn and to mimic that as well.
Favorite sports movie of all time?
Tin Cup.
Tin Cup. Okay.
I'm a golf guy. So.
I didn't expect that one, so you caught me off guard in that. All right, so last question. We could always say, what's the message you want to have? We're going to give the shout-outs, but I want you to finish this sentence. Being a Raider means?
Being a Raider means being together, right? Being part of a unit that is acting as one.
And I didn't even prompt him with that. That is literally on the fly. So that's a great answer. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that. Very, very good.
I'm glad I'm passing your test.
You are. There's still more questions.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I've got Brenley Francis is going to grill you after the game and post-game interviews. So.
I see. She's getting prepared with her iPad there.
Yeah, she's getting ready. So lots of things coming on the horizon. Let's see. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay.
I'm not a cold weather guy.
Yeah. I'm not either. But I don't like this heat. I like the California weather.
Yeah.
Maybe Oregon weather?
I would say Oregon coast.
Yeah, there you go. But we're not going to get that anytime soon. All right, Coach, we definitely appreciate your time. We want to wish you luck. The second scrimmage coming up Thursday, and then next Thursday, it'll be a Thursday night game to open the regular season at UMHB against Waco Midway. So it's here. It's right around the corner. So good luck. Hope the boys stay healthy. Yep. But before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Well, I would say my captain's sitting right here. Really, all the guys that are here showing up support. Appreciate them being here, and I'm excited to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, because they're up next, and you can see them getting nervous a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they're shaking over there. They've been laughing at me the whole time, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how they respond here in a second.
The roles are going to turn quickly. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming to Inside Raider Nation, and we look forward to talking to you again on the September 28th show, where we're going to have a little more football underneath our belt, and we're really going to dive into the X's and O's and talk defense, right? Because you like defense.
I like it all.
You like it all.
Special teams, too.
Special teams. Kickers are people, too, by
Absolutely.
the way. Have to get that in every year. Just FYI, right, Ike? Okay. But we're going to wrap it up. We're going to finish this first segment. We're up against the breaks. We'll take a break here from more of our sponsors. We appreciate Coach Hopkins joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. When we come back, we're going to talk to two of the four captains, the Rouse Raider football team, right after this break. Back here at Inside Raider Nation from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery, I have a couple of two of the four football captains. I'll let you guys introduce yourself first and last name and position.
My name is Cohen May. I play wide receiver.
My name is Novo Asseline. I play middle linebacker.
Middle linebacker. All right. Ready for the questions? I told you guys we're going to get out the tough questions to begin. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If an electric train is traveling down the tracks going east, the wind is blowing south, which way is the smoke going to blow?
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Right on cue. 7. And by the way, there is no smoke. It is an electric train. That was an easy one.
We knew that. We just
I know.
had to shout it out.
I know. All right, now for the physics questions. All right. Cohen, we're going to start with you.
Yes, sir.
Expectations for this season. Different district, right? 6A, all that stuff. You hear all the media talk, not us. We only talk good stuff. It's all the other people that don't really know Rouse Raider football. What's kind of the expectation that you guys have coming into this season?
I mean, we're just excited. We've kind of been waiting our turn. So we're just excited to get out there and play. We don't really care about the competition as much. And, this is a new district, but it's a lot of new, familiar faces. We have a lot more friends in this district, so we're just more excited than anything.
Okay. Novo, what are you looking forward to most about this season?
The biggest thing is playing Vista. Like Cohen was saying, a lot of our friends, we grew up with these kids since some elementary school, most middle school. So I'm excited to play them on a Friday night. That's kind of a big thing. But yeah, like he was saying, we control, go out and play as good as we can. And, the outcome's outcome as long as we did our best.
What does Rouse mean to you, Cohen May?
Rouse is, it's just like Coach Hopkins was saying, it's like there's a big hyphen on togetherness and unity. I see it with Mr. Rouse. He just, he's always at our games, and it's so inspiring. So Rouse is just it's like a big old family, and I've really appreciated that.
Tight-knit community.
Yes, sir.
Novo, what do you think? Pretty much the same?
Yeah.
I got another question if you want to know.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. When this season's over, think about, and that's going to be pretty quick, because 4 years has gone by pretty quick. I mean, you're a senior, right? I can remember you as a little freshman.
Yeah.
Blink of an eye, and now here we are, senior year. But when the season's over, what do you hope that this team has accomplished?
Like I was saying earlier, we can only control what we can control. So not always the outcome of the game, but like I said, our effort. So what I hope for at the end of the season, even if it doesn't go the way we wish or hope that it went, I hope that we just tried our best every single game. And, with that, then I can be happy and I can think that we did a good enough job, So even if we don't, make it to the third round of playoffs or, win districts, anything like that, I know that if we tried our best, then I'll be happy.
Good answer. You ready for the tough questions now, Cohen?
Yes, sir.
We're going to start with you because that was such a good answer from Novo that we're going to keep it with you. Who's the funniest person on the team?
This guy right here.
Okay. Novo, who's your loudest teammate?
Loudest teammate? ADZ's one of them.
Really? That surprises me a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else? Who else pretty loud?
Tyson's
pretty loud. Who else on the defense? I don't know. Auburn's pretty loud in the locker room.
Is he?
He's pretty loud sometimes.
Yeah, he be getting hyped.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Home game or away game?
A home game for sure. There's so
game?
many more people we know. It's fun to see everybody after the game.
Fill the stands. What's your favorite part, Novo, about game day?
My favorite part about game day is, the process leading into it. So, the morning, the walkthroughs, and then, before the game, we're all in the locker room getting ready, getting hyped, listening to music, getting ready, the preparation for it, right up until we snap that first snap or we kick that ball on kickoff first. Everything leading up to the game is my favorite part.
Okay. Who, Cohen, is your favorite sports athlete? Doesn't have to be football.
I have a lot of favorites. I've been watching a lot of Lad McConkey highlights lately. He's a short, white dude real quick, so kind of relate to him a little bit.
Okay. Short, white. Now, I'm not sure that all goes together, Cohen, with you, but Maybe Auburn, maybe shorter, right? He is a little bit shorter. Christian McCaffrey lookalike, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Look
there you
at,
go.
right? I've said that since his sophomore year. Naveau,
Sir.
who gets angry the fastest? All three of them point to QB1. Is that true? Okay.
It's true.
He's
yep.
getting better. He's getting better.
He's getting better.
Yep.
All right. So these are like 3-second challenge questions.
Okay.
Are you ready, Cohen?
Yes, sir.
You've been looking off my paper?
I mean, not really.
Okay, not really. Good, because I'm really struggling to see it up close. All right, Cohen, you ready? And then we're going to go Cohen, Naveau. You're going to go 2 back to
All
back.
right,
Okay, you
gotcha.
ready? Cohen, game day or practice?
Game day.
Naveau, Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
There you go.
There you go.
Cohen, pizza or burgers?
Burgers. I don't like cheese, so no pizza for me.
No cheese?
No cheese.
Okay. Naveau, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Okay. Starbucks or Dutch Brothers?
Dutch Brothers. I don't really like coffee.
You don't like? They have other drinks there, by the way.
Oh, really?
I think they do.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been told. I don't go there a lot either. So, Naveau, Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man all day. Peter Parker.
Okay. Peter Parker.
That's my guy.
Best Spider-Man
Best
Which one?
Spider-Man.
out of the 3.
I mean, I grew up watching Andrew Garfield, which is like the second Spider-Man, but I really like Tom Holland. You know, I like him now. Pretty good.
Cohen, you agree with that?
Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
say so.
You're just going to go along with Naveau?
More of a Batman guy.
Batman? Okay.
Yeah.
I should ask you that question because then we'd have been on the same page. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, we're good. All right, before we let you guys go, we want to wish you luck in your scrimmage, but we want to wish you luck all season long. Stay healthy. Keep your grades up, which is not a problem. Help your teammates keep the grades up, right?
sir.
Because 6 weeks goes and then we start dropping off. Don't have room for drop off, right?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. But before we let you guys go, I want to give a shout out. So give a shout out looking to the camera. Cameron Naveau's right there.
I would say my family. They're sitting here. They're always supporting me. So a big shout out to them for sure.
I just want to shout out my team, God, and my family.
That's it. We appreciate you guys joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. Good luck this season. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to bring back 2 of the other 4 captains here on Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Back here at REDHORN Brewery and Roastery, and we have the other 2 captains of the 4. Let these guys introduce themselves.
I'm Chase Witten, quarterback, class of 2027.
My name is Auburn Davis, and I play running back.
Running back, the Christian McCaffrey lookalike. There he is. And the guy who, you're like Hulk, aren't you? Get angry sometimes, Chase. I'm talking
You
to
should
you.
see how they treat me.
But yeah, after that, I can see why you get mad. That's what he said when he came up here. So I see why. But nonetheless, we're not going to make you mad. I'm going to try, okay? Nice and easy, no
Calm
hard
and
questions.
collected.
All the easy questions are going to be for you guys.
Oh,
just so you
perfect.
know. Perfect, right? Beach or mountains, Chase?
The beach, for sure. Vibes,
Yeah? You like the heat?
do. And then just get in the water if you're too hot.
Why didn't I think of that? That's all right, dogs or cats, Auburn?
Dogs.
Dogs?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think if I got a cat and it starts shedding on me, I might go a little crazy, so
Allergic reaction, sort of.
almost, yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
almost.
not actually allergic, but, like, just kind of, like, mentally allergic.
Mentally allergic. Never heard of that. All the things you find out in Inside Raider Nation that you never knew until you talk to these guys. So that's what I enjoy about this. All right, going into the new district, and QB1, we're going to start with you. A lot of expectations, especially the guy that gets to touch the ball a lot, which is you, almost every play, right? What is the pressure like that you, not only that you put on yourself, do you feel the outside pressure of you've got to do certain things, or is it more relaxed and Coach Hopkins and the offense is kind of like, okay, I know what I'm doing, I can just kind of ease into it? Or are you prepared for this, right? Because you've been waiting 3 years, and now you're the guy. So how are you preparing by not putting too much pressure on yourself, or how are you preparing for this?
I feel like we have a good group of coaches that just like prepare us good for games and take the pressure off of us. And I have a good surrounding cast around me that like takes some of the weight off my shoulders. So it's like, yeah, some of the pressure is lifted off me.
That's good. And you have some big offensive linemen too, by the way.
do.
You have a couple of bookends, and Ike and Bryce. Yeah, George is not small. So how do you have passing windows, right? Obviously, because you can't see over them.
Yeah, I got to kind of get around them.
Got to get around them a little bit, or you can always tell Ike squat a little bit more so I can, get low. That's kind of hard to do though, all the time, right? All right, Auburn. All the success that Rouse Raider football has had previous, you come into it now, new district, new classification. What is your mentality going into this season?
I think my mentality is definitely getting to playoffs. I think it means a lot for the seniors just to get that one more game, and kind of definitely would mean a lot. That's kind of my expectation, and I think that's kind of the expectation for everyone on the team is definitely to make playoffs. I know we always talk about going third round and playing North Shore, so that is definitely our standard, and we wouldn't want to go any lower. So,
okay. Then we asked the guys this, but Robin, we're going to ask you, what does Rouse mean to you?
Rouse means to me definitely a family. I've been with Rouse since I was probably 6 years old, so I've grown up in Rouse, and I wouldn't have done it any other. And just big family, and I always feel like everyone has my back no matter what, and it's just I love it, and definitely just a big family.
Yeah. Once a Raider, always a Raider?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Chase, in thinking about some advice that you've been given, now as a senior, you get to give advice to the other classmen. What kind of advice are you giving to them?
I say just build connections with your teammates.
Even Naveau, right?
Yeah, even
Yeah,
above.
even Naveau.
And just always be humble no matter what, and go out there and do your thing. Prepare good and do your thing.
Okay. Good advice. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? You always remember that.
I wish I did.
Oh, man.
But
Here's a piece of advice you'll always remember. Don't eat yellow snow.
yellow snow?
Yes. Look, you can ask your mom and dad about that in a little bit, okay?
All right.
You'll remember that, I promise you. Because in Texas, it doesn't snow. But if you go somewhere where it snows, then just remember that, okay?
Chase also, remember that. Don't eat yellow snow, all right?
I don't
Do you
think
have
know
some
what that
advice?
means, but
You don't even know what that means. Anyway, all right, we'll talk. We'll mention it at the break. What's a piece of advice you've been given that you remember? All the wisdom that mom and dad have given you over the years. Do you remember anything they tell you?
just always be nice to people. Like, you never know what someone's going through. So just keep in mind, like, they could be going through something. So if they treat you bad, just always treat them nice, because you never know.
I like that. All right, Auburn, spicy or mild salsa? These are quick answer questions.
Spicy.
Spicy. All right. Hip hop or country?
Country.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are
Sure.
surprising me. Auburn, Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Christmas.
Hey, you're quick. All right. Win ugly or lose pretty?
Win ugly.
Win ugly.
The
Yeah,
win's the
there
outcome.
you go. Yeah. It doesn't matter, right? You don't want to lose pretty. I don't know there's lose pretty. When I wrote that, I'm like, does that really make sense? But, sometimes yes and sometimes no. Coke or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper.
I didn't think athletes were supposed to drink sodas.
That's my, like,
That's
cheat
your
drink. That's my
your
yeah.
cheat drink. There you go. Pre-game song, hype song that you listen to, right, before you get locked in.
It's I Came Through by NBA Youngboy.
Okay, you see how, don't eat yellow snow, and, you had no idea what I was talking about? It's kind of like, you just said that, and I had no idea what you're talking about.
I can put you on,
Okay.
for sure.
No, maybe. We'll see. Coach, is it safe? Is that song safe? He says, I hope so. Who has the best nickname on the team? Now, you don't have to say it, because remember, PG show.
A-Deezy.
AD? Okay.
A-Deezy.
What's your go-to fast food order?
Fast food?
Fast food.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Is that fast
Is that
food?
fast food? Does that count as fast food?
Everybody,
Casual
Naveau
food.
says, I don't know. Cohen agrees, but, is what it is. All right, guys, we appreciate your time here on Inside Raider Nation. All the easy questions. I told you they were going to be easy. Okay, we'll talk about the piece of advice that I just gave y'all during the break. Okay, but before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents, God, my teammates, my O-line for sure. Naveau wants a shout out, yep.
There you go. Okay, all
I
right.
just want to shout out Rouse, definitely my family, and definitely Charlie Rouse. It means a lot that you're here, and yeah.
All right, guys, we appreciate it. Good luck this season. Stay healthy. Keep the grades up, which you guys don't have problems with that, right? Apparently we do, because Auburn's giving him the look. QB1, I can see
I
why.
keep up with my grades.
I can see why you get angry. I see why it's building up. I see why. I'm on your side, QB1. I get you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. We're going to take a break, and guess who we get to talk to next? We get to talk to Coach Martin, the head volleyball coach at Rouse High School. We'll be back with more Inside Raider Nation right after this.
Life's biggest moments deserve something more than ordinary. For everything from date nights and anniversaries to birthdays, graduations, and milestone celebrations with family and friends, Trulux makes any special occasion truly extraordinary. Renowned for the ocean's finest seafood, prime steaks, warm hospitality, and unforgettable dining experiences, Trulux Austin Downtown and Trulux Austin Arboretum are your destinations for celebrating life's most meaningful moments. Reserve your table today at trulux.com.
Now joining us on Inside Raider Nation is the head volleyball coach at Rouse High School, Coach Martin. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
She's excited. She's been looking forward to this for about 3 weeks, right?
I really have, yeah. I'm excited to be here.
Players are excited. You got your 3 captains here.
I do.
They weren't as nervous as the guys were about which questions we're going to ask. And so girls have more words than guys.
They'll be fine, yeah.
I think they're talkers, so they'll be good.
Exactly. We had a little get together before, and we're prepared. We're ready to do this.
Always ready.
Yeah.
Coach, entering your second season as the head coach at Rouse High School, taking over for Jacob Thompson, who, showing his age, you played for when you
sure
were in high
did.
school, right?
Yeah.
So how has that been, knowing you're taking over for somebody like Coach Thompson, somebody that you played for, you know what volleyball means to him. You played at the collegiate level. So what does that kind of mean to you as the coach at Rouse High School?
It means everything to me. I think it's a huge honor to get to lead the program that he built. And like you said, I played for him back in the day, and he was the first coach that really taught me what it meant to be a high-level athlete. And so everything that he instilled to me, he instilled into Rouse volleyball. So it comes naturally, and like I said, I felt honored to lead this program.
So thinking about, obviously you're in the stretch of tournament season, which is absolutely insane. We talked about it in one of our interviews.
Yeah.
30 games in 3 weeks.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Not only do you have tournament, you have a game tomorrow night, which, by the way, it's at Rouse High School, 5:30, 6:30, taking on Georgetown. So that'll be a good matchup as well.
It sure will.
You guys don't shy away from that challenge.
No, we're ready.
Went to Pearland, out of 68 teams, finished 12th.
Yes, sir.
So a great showing, 5-3 overall in that.
Yep.
But then you go to, this weekend, you're going to go to the Fraulein Volley Fest. And then next weekend, you got Volley Palooza, which you host at Rouse and all over Leander ISD schools. But really, what is the main focus during tournament season time because you're playing so many games? Is it, okay, I got to rotate everybody in so we don't get injured? You know, because these girls are playing pretty much year-round.
They are, yeah. It's there's a lot of things that we have to keep in mind as we do this crazy stretch of games, but I can tell you in Pearland for us, it was about kind of forming an identity. You know, what are we going to be about as a team? When you watch us play, what are you going to notice about Rouse volleyball? And I think that on day 2 of our tournament, we really unlocked that and played our best volleyball that I've seen and kind of set the standard for how we want to play all season. So
Yeah. That was one of my questions, by the way. So I didn't give her the question. She's just kind of, that's the way our interviews typically roll, is the identity of this year's team. Every team is different. Every senior class tries to put their stamp on it, right, and leave that legacy. What do you see out of this group of seniors and kind of what they're trying to do for this group?
Man, I have a fantastic group of seniors. I got 13, and I've got fantastic leaders sitting right over there, 3 seniors that want to leave their mark on Rouse volleyball and hold the standard and hold the high expectations like every senior class before them. And I know they're looking to do something special. We're ready for the challenge of 6A, and we got our sights set on winning district and doing well in playoffs. I know that's what they want for themselves and for the team, and I'm just so happy to have this group of seniors.
Yeah. Very lucky, right?
I am,
And
yeah.
Each group has their own uniqueness, and that's kind of one of the team goals, new district, trying to get to win the district, because going into it, there was a string of 7 district championships up to 2023.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think getting back to that standard and to that expectation is something these girls see, because they saw it, right, as underclassmen, and they're like, that's where we want to be.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's the pressure that you put on them. I think it's that expectation that they have of themselves.
It is,
Would you
and
agree?
that's just what Rouse volleyball elicits from these players because of the high standards and expectations. That's what they want.
So at the end of this season, we asked one of the guys, what do you want people to remember about this team from this season? Because it is a long season, and I mean, by the time let's say you get to just the playoff first round, you'll have played probably 45,
Yeah,
45, 50, almost 50 games.
quite a few.
Yeah, so you think about all that and it becomes a blur, and then you don't really remember that first game against Dripping Springs and Westwood, that duel, even though I remember.
Right, yeah.
Being there. But you think about, what do you want people to remember about this team?
I want them to remember how competitive this group is. I just feel very lucky every day I walk in the gym. I don't have to talk about being competitive. I don't have to talk about giving your best effort and putting forth your best energy. That is something that they bring to the table every single day. And so I think at the end of the season, anybody that's watched us play can say, man, that group gets after it. They're competitive, they're hungry, and they want to win.
We're going to get into the hard questions, Coach. You ready?
Come on, let's do it.
Oh, she said, let's go. All right, now I got to find them. That's the other thing we talked about off the air. Salsa or guacamole?
Both? No, that didn't work?
That's not an
That's not an answer.
Just wanted to, dang, I knew I should have said queso, but anyway, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Not that I'm thinking about it. Football or soccer? American football or football?
This ain't the room for it, but guys, I like football.
Football.
Yeah.
See, a little football.
Yeah, I like soccer.
Let's say American football.
Yeah.
Favorite team?
Saints, New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Yeah.
College football team.
Texas.
And this interview was going really, really well.
I messed up,
It
didn't
just
I?
went off the rails like so quick.
Shoot.
Auburn's there with you, Mr. Davis.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah, we're going to get back on
All
track. All right. I'm not going to ask you dog or cats because I know the answer is
You
cats.
already know, Sonny.
Yeah, the answer is cats. Who would you say is the best dancer on the team?
I have no idea. Is it Avery Ralston? She's out there. Okay, it's
No.
Avery. Well, I'm going to go with Avery.
You think Avery?
Well, she just did a little move back there
Yeah.
for us.
Well, who's the best DJ on the team?
Isla's our current DJ right now. She's been playing the practice music, doing a
Okay.
great job.
Clean?
Of
All
course.
Clean, edited, right?
Edited and appropriate,
All right.
always.
Who would you never let pick the music?
Whoever picked it last week, Poppy.
I was
sorry,
gonna say- I was
Pop.
going to say sure.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah.
know.
Who talks the most on the team? This is a kind of a loaded question because girls always talk.
They're all
but-
chatty.
Yeah, but
I don't
who's
know if
like
I
the
can.
most? Like even during practice, you're talking to them and they're just like, You can always look over there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably Poppy.
Think so?
I think maybe.
You might be right about that. Yeah, she's a big personality. Gosh, we're so glad she's
Yeah.
on our team. We just love her. Absolutely.
Keeps things interesting
Always.
for sure. For sure. All right, Coach. We want to wish you luck for
Thank
the
you.
season, but we do have to talk about next week in Volleypalooza. Just a little bit of mention of kind of what that is if people don't know that they've been living under a rock the last few years.
Volleypalooza it's really fun. It's the biggest high school tournament in the nation, actually. This year we've got 66 teams coming to play. They come from all over. We got teams from California. Last year we had a team from Alaska. It's just, we like to say it's where the best come to compete. And so it's a great tournament, and it's a huge tournament. We're happy to host it. We're excited.
Yeah, so we'll see more about that coming in the coming weeks, and then obviously be there and provide coverage for that. Going to Fraulein, then Volleypalooza, and then we kick off September 8th.
Yeah.
Marked on the calendar. First district game. Not that that's anything special, just besides
Just
the first,
marked on the calendar, just been staring at it for months, you know.
Yeah, it's just the first district game, not the fact that we're playing Cedar Park. But anyway, we're going to leave that there. Coach, we appreciate your time.
Thank you,
for
Sonny.
joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. But before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My team, shout out to them.
Anybody else?
My husband.
Okay.
Okay.
There you
He
go.
paid me to do that. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, you got to give him a little bit of love.
He's
there.
listening right now, so yeah, that's why.
You'll be thankful I said anybody else give you that.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
could have cut you off and said, well, that's it.
You could have. You saved me, Sonny. Thank you.
Did.
I appreciate
did.
you.
I'm here for you, Coach. I'm here. We appreciate Coach Martin joining us. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have some of the volleyball players so excited to come up here. We'll see who joins us here on Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN.
Life's biggest moments deserve something more than ordinary. For everything from date nights and anniversaries to birthdays, graduations, and milestone celebrations with family and friends, Trulux makes any special occasion truly extraordinary. Renowned for the ocean's finest seafood, prime steaks, warm hospitality, and unforgettable dining experiences, Trulux Austin Downtown and Trulux Austin Arboretum are your destinations for celebrating life's most meaningful moments. Reserve your table.
Welcome back to Inside Raider Nation. Join us here are a couple of volleyball players, a couple of the captains, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's introduce yourself, first and last name, and position.
I'm Isla Ornelas. I'm a setter.
I'm Avery Ralston. I'm an outside.
Last name again?
Ornelas?
There you go. Did you hear that, Joanna? Did you hear the R? My wife has problems trilling her R's.
Most people do.
Most people do. It's okay. All right. This season, senior year,
Heck yeah.
how quick did it get here?
Too quick.
Too quick? So thinking about that as now seniors, give some advice to those underclassmen. What's the advice that you're going to give them that will help them?
I think just approach everything with gratitude. Be grateful for every opportunity you have to compete because it goes by super fast.
I would say be confident in everything you do and be coachable.
Okay, you guys are going to go play at the next level. You're playing
At ULM.
ULM,
Austin P State University.
Austin P. What's one thing, obviously you're going to get to that point, you know that's there. Is that a lot of pressure off of you both? Like, okay, now I can just go play my high school season and enjoy it, right? And not have to worry about that recruiting process somewhat?
Yeah, recruiting was,
It's a process.
Yeah, it's true what they say about it, but honestly, I think everything is in God's hands, and there's never any pressure when you have Him. So.
Great answer.
Yeah, I think still we have to work hard this season. We want to do our best. But yeah, I'm super excited to play at the next level.
What is the best? Like, what do you want this team to accomplish as senior captains? You want to leave your mark, right? You want to leave a legacy, right? Class of 2027. What do you want that legacy to be that people remember you? Like, we remember the class of 2018, 2017. They got to the state championship, right? State runner-up. What do you want this team to hopefully leave behind as their legacy?
I think just love. Like, my biggest goal this year is leading out of love and leaving that with the younger class. I think that's something we're working through right now. And yeah, I just want everybody to have a good time, want to spend time with each other. So I think just, yeah, love is my big thing.
Off of that, like connections and friendships are a really big thing in our program.
Relationships. Yeah, probably comes from your coach. She kind of builds those relationships, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a relationship builder for sure. All right, tough questions. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math,
What's your worst subject in school?
English.
Okay, no English questions because that was not my favorite either. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math also.
Math. Really? No? Okay. Worst subject. Subject you dislike the most?
Probably science.
Science. Okay, I'm there with you. So no physics questions,
Ooh,
no English questions. Okay, Isla, who's most likely to forget their uniform on the team?
Mila.
It's calling her sister out, just like that. Probably my sister. Has she done it before? Is that why you say it?
I'm not going to do it like that, but
We know the answer. Avery, who's most likely to become a coach?
I think Isla. I think she would.
Yeah?
Even though she's kind of tough, but I think she would.
She's as tough as Coach Martin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Catches strays.
Alyssa, you agree with that? Yeah. Oh, that was an instant head shake. Okay. So if Coach Martin gets thrown out of a game, you're up?
oh, yeah.
Okay. Got her. Who's the biggest prankster on the team?
Bobby.
Hobby.
A lot of these are probably geared towards Poppy. So we're going to go. Avery, what's your favorite TV show?
I like the Vampire Diaries. It's always been my favorite.
Okay. Favorite music artist?
I like Janae Aiko a lot.
Say it again.
Janae Aiko.
Okay.
You got me pronouncing everything today.
I know. I've got to get more up to date with pop culture. I guess I don't know. Avery, who's most likely to be famous for the right reasons? Let's put it that way.
Can't be funny like Poppy. Poppy would go famous
Poppy-
in a minute. Yeah.
I think she's going to go viral
oh
at
yeah.
some point.
At one point. Yeah.
Her dances during the volleyball games, just things that she does. I think Coach Martin's going down the line at the beginning of the game. Poppy jumped up in her face. I think she thought a chest bump was coming in. Coach Martin just looked at her like, "What are you doing?" Poppy's just Poppy.
She's authentic.
She's authentic and unique.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, we love you, Poppy Sherpick,
Yes,
for
we
sure. What's one teammate you want beside you in a championship game? Championship game.
Avery.
Avery. Okay.
Isla.
Isla.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Lisa too.
Yeah.
Love you.
Alyssa up there blocking, right? Yeah, absolutely. All right. Rapid fire questions. Starbucks or Dutch Brothers?
Starbucks.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Morning or night?
Night.
Not a morning person. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Early morning practices, Coach Martin. I think she wants to have those. One word, describe the team.
Grit.
Grit. Okay. I like that. Very good answers. All right. One thing that you want to say to maybe mom and dad.
Oh gosh.
Just to, we're going to say this because we do it at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
We get you crying on the video. We don't want you crying today. Right? Before the season starts, right? You get to this point. You guys, both you girls have gone through the recruiting process, which is tasking. Mm-hmm. It's a task, let's just be honest. Pretty daunting. But what do you want to tell mom and dad?
I think just I love you sums it up. Just sacrificing so much for me to make it where I've had, and yeah, just I love you guys.
I get very emotional, but
Yes.
they mean the world to me. So I'm very grateful for both my parents. And again, like she said, I love both of you so much.
Yeah, the support, not only your parents, right, for just you, but also for your teammates too, right? Your mom loves on everybody, so which is talks about how close-knit this team is. The fact that you can put up with Emily and Poppy at the same time doing their little prankster things that they do. Who's your favorite athlete of all time? I've always had that wonder. Kobe. Okay. What about you, Avery?
Her name's Michaela White. She played for Texas a long time ago, and that's where I got my jersey number from, actually.
Okay. Volleyball player, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Got to be clear because
Yeah.
sometimes if we say don't eat yellow snow, people have no idea what I'm talking about. So just wanted to be clear. Do you have a hidden talent?
I'm double jointed, like my thumb.
Okay.
That's all I've got, I think.
That's it?
Might
Okay.
have more.
Not your shoulder or anything like that. Favorite movie of all time, Isla?
I like Fast and Furious and Avatar.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Y'all give me some interesting answers. I like it. We're going to be up against the next break. We're going to bring up one of the other captains here, and we're going to continue to talk to Isla. Yes. Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have more of Inside Raider Nation with the Rouse volleyball team right after this. Back here at Inside Raider Nation, I have a new volleyball player, one of the captains. Introduce yourself.
My name is Alyssa Hall, and I'm an outside.
And outside, how tall are you, Alyssa?
5'10", 5'11", but 6 foot with shoes, so I'll take
6'1"
that.
on the roster, 6'1" on the roster. That's where I'm going with that. All I know is you're taller than me and Isla,
Yeah.
right? It's obvious, right? Let me look. Yeah. Anyway,
Let me switch.
we all try to sit up a little bit when Alyssa comes up here. Alyssa, thinking about this season, senior year, right? You had a little bit of injury, a little adversity last year.
Yeah.
How did you approach the rehab, one, to get healthy, but then to come back and go, always it's mental, right? You don't want to injure yourself again, but it's the shoulders, right, in volleyball that always cause problems. So what was that rehab like, and mentally, how did you prepare coming into your senior year?
I think rehab is a lot more work than people realize because it really takes a lot out of you physically and mentally. But in the end, you have to realize it's all worth it, and everything that you do is so crucial in for that. And just make sure that you're still being like a good teammate because your presence can still be off the court as much as what it was on the court.
Yeah. And Isla, you went through a little bit of the same thing, right? A little bit of injury. So it's really not the physical part of it. That's probably the easiest part. The hardest part is the mental part, the mental side of trying to get back and then going, I feel something, right? If it's your shoulder or your knee or whatever. So you always got to approach it just like go and play, right? Coming into this, obviously we talked about the district championships up to 2023. There were 6 in a row. You see those banners hanging at the gym at Rouse. So listen, you think, do you want one up there that says 2026?
Absolutely.
Yeah? And then a deep run in the playoffs, right?
Absolutely.
Deep run. A lot of challenges this season, though, in a new district, right?
Yes,
You got
sir.
Vandergrift, you got Vista, Cedar Park, still familiar opponent, but what's the mentality of the team? And as the leaders of the team, right, leading this group, what's your mentality going in? Because you can say district, want to win district championship. It's really about one game at a time, right? It's about tomorrow against Georgetown, which is going to be a tough game. But then it's Fraulein. It's getting there. So how do you kind of slow that approach down and say, we got to just tackle it one game at a time, right?
Yeah, I just say make sure you're being determined and going with your hardest with everything, and every practice leading up to everything does make a difference. And realizing that we're all here for as a team, and we're going to go out and do our best and play hard.
Okay. If you had to have a roommate, somebody on the team, who would be the best roommate for you, Alyssa?
My best friend Brooklyn, I'd have her
Okay.
be my roommate.
She already knows. All right, Brecklin. Got the shout out. All right. Alyssa, we're going to stay with you because Isla's a little raspy, right? Okay. We're going to save that for tomorrow for the game. All right. Who has the best social media? Ooh.
Honestly, I'd probably have to say Brooklyn. She's really aesthetic, so
Sure.
I think everyone can.
She's really aesthetic. I like that. Man, all these big words. Who's your biggest sports idol or your favorite athlete?
I love Maddie Skinner. I mean, she's just amazing. She goes out and hits everything that she can, and she's very determined in everything she does.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
That was quick.
Yeah.
All right. Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man, completely.
Spider-Man, for sure.
Which one?
I like Tom Holland.
Tom
Zendaya.
Holland?
I like
What am I
the
thinking?
story of Andrew Garfield's and everything, but Tom Holland, all his movies are so good.
Okay. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, I said
Not
it.
yet.
It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't either, so no worries.
No spoilers.
It's good, right? Dogs or cats?
Dogs, for sure.
Dogs.
Dogs? Coach Martin.
Sorry, Coach Martin.
She's a cat person, but anyway. Hip-hop or country?
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
I agree.
Really? I thought you'd be country. I figured hip-hop with this one for sure, but yeah. Anyway, all right, we're going to wrap it up. We appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. Good luck this season. Good luck through this long stretch of tournaments. Holy smokes. Like 30 games by the time you get to the first district game is incredible. Stay healthy. I don't have to say it. Always say it to the boys, keep your grades up. Girls, y'all got it, right? Maybe y'all can help them stay eligible. That'd be a goal, right? Okay. All right. We appreciate your time, but before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to? I don't think we let Avery do that, did we?
Oh, Avery, you got one? What shout out? Her family.
Her family. There you go. And coaches, she said.
Yep.
I'd say,
You got it.
sorry, just Jesus, my Lord and Savior, love him, and my parents who never give up on me and love me for everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to thank God, my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rouse, our amazing staff at Rouse, and mostly A to Z.
There you go. Thank you. And I didn't pay her to say that either. But I want to give a shout out to your sister.
Oh my gosh.
She took a blow. She took one tonight, so I'm going to give her a shout out too.
All right, and Mila especially.
Yeah, and Mila. Yeah, we got to give her a shout out. Girls, we appreciate your time. Look forward to watching more this season, as we'll have plenty of opportunity to see you on the court.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, and we will take our next break. Finish our final segment. When this is the segment I've been looking forward to the most. Not that y'all haven't been exciting to talk to, but we get to talk to the namesake and our principal. So we will come back with those two guests here on Inside Raider Nation right after this. Final segment of Inside Raider Nation from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery, and I have two distinguished guests who make me feel very underdressed. That is the principal at Rouse High School, Mr. Hawkins.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and our namesake, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Charlie Rouse. And we're going to make sure Mr. Rouse has the most talking because he thought he was just going to be listening, but you're going to be talking quite a bit, Charlie. I'm just letting you know. I'm just going to let you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah? I think that's a good thing. All right, school started, Mr. Hawkins. It's hot. I saw something the other day. They want to push things back to September. I don't think they realize it's still hot in September.
Right. It's hot all year in Texas.
Yeah, until that 1 week in December or January that it's like, okay, it's cold and then we're back to normal, right?
Random cold front.
How many years now in the education system for you?
This is year 6. Oh, wow. This is year 17, I believe. Wow. 16 or 17.
Let's go with 17.
Sure, 17.
17. You started when you were 20 years old, I think, right?
No, I'm a little bit older than that.
Okay. Well,
Yes, sir.
Trying to give you a little bit
Thanks,
of leeway.
I appreciate it.
Trying to give you a little bit of leeway. The Rouse community, Rouse High School, a lot has changed over the course of time, right? And what's the most difficult thing that you face as principal that you've kind of seen that's changed in the last 5 years or even changed from year to year? What's the most difficult thing?
Sure, I would say just our enrollment. When I first got to Rouse, we were the third or the fourth largest high school. Now we're the largest high school in the district. And so the biggest challenge is making sure that each kid feels connected to a program, they feel connected to a person, and as you get bigger, that becomes a greater challenge to make sure that kids have an opportunity to be involved in extracurricular activities and clubs and organizations.
Yeah. Mr. Rouse, how important is it in your educational experience that kids have the opportunity for extracurricular activities, whether it's sports, whether it's fine arts, whatever it may be. How important is that for a kid?
I think it's number one. I think all research shows that people that are in, kiddos that are in extracurricular activities do a lot better in their grades and also in their career after they get out of school. We've got to have extracurricular activities. And for boys and girls, it doesn't make any difference. I think you can see the same thing in both sex. Yeah, we have to have it.
Yeah, I think it's important. It also, I think, too, sets the tone for how the school year is going to go, right? You see the sports team. We've had success over the years, and you kind of see the culture, and you kind of get that excitement at the school, which then you kind of hope gets into those kids that don't participate. Maybe they come to the games. Maybe they're like, okay, we want to go see what this volleyball team's about because they're making some noise. Football team, they're doing this. But I think just creating that culture, right, at Rouse.
Yep.
Because, I told somebody the other day, Rouse community is like a small town mentality in a big city. And I say big city because it's grown so much.
Yeah.
And so that's the one thing I think that you guys as educators have to deal with is the fact that things are changing so often. And then you get teachers leaving the profession, right? Which is also a struggle. Also coaches too. So, and you've been on both sides of that. 'Cause you've been a coach as well, been an athlete. So all those things, it kind of, how's your approach to all that to keep retention, right? And to also still build and kind of go with what's going on.
Right. Well, I mean, when it comes to our staff, our educators, I tell them, 5 days I want you to come to work and really love coming to work 5 days a week. If I can't make it 5, can I at least make it 3, right? 3 out of 5 days you have to love coming to work. And between our school day of 8:15 to 3:35, there should be things that we can do within the school day that you really want to be there at Rouse High School. And it's the same for our students. Kids shouldn't have to go on vacation. They shouldn't have to take off from school. The same with our educators in order to enjoy the high school. So I'm always thinking about what things can happen from bell to bell that people are going, man, this is a great place and I really want to be here. And that they don't feel like they have to take a day off or they have to leave or go on a vacation in order to enjoy the Rouse experience.
Mr. Rouse, in the education system, how many years were you in education?
A lot of people said too many. I think 30, I have to ask my wife, 36, 38 years, yeah.
Let's go with 38.
Yeah.
I think she said 38 is what she said, I think.
Well, she's the one that,
She's in charge, right?
That's right.
She's the boss. Right? I get you there. And how many years you been married? How many years you been married? This is what, 60?
68.
Wow.
68. Wow.
There's things that I really don't know.
The important stuff, that
That's
kind of
right.
stuff you can write on a calendar.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't miss that day, though, for
No,
sure.
you better not.
Better. That's just amazing. I think in today's time, people just, I don't think can understand that number, right?
Yeah, we were married in 1958.
Okay. Cohen,
Yeah,
do
so
the,
it
Cohen,
gives
do
you
the
an
math
idea.
real quick. Cohen,
Yeah.
math. Naveau, you got it? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got it. Cohen's on top of it. See, math program paying off. You notice Ike didn't say anything. Ike just kind of sat there, like,
okay,
just
Ike.
looking pretty. I'm just
Your
looking
boys
pretty.
got you.
All right. Well, one of the things we wanted to talk about is obviously rebranding. Leander ISD is switching over to Adidas as the uniform brand. But we're looking at the logo, and we're using the Rice R, which I don't know if a lot of people know the story or not, but Mr. Rouse, you went to Rice University,
Yes.
ran track, right? You had an injury that didn't allow you to play football, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. And so
I went down on a football scholarship and was in an accident and couldn't play football anymore. So I ran track for 4 years.
Yeah. Ran track. Was it run hard, turn left?
Oh, it was tough.
Yeah. So we're the only school in the state of Texas that is licensed to use that R. And I think that kind of goes back to the whole foundation of Rouse High School, right? This is year 18 that's been in existence since 2008. And I think it's one of those cool tributes to our namesake, that the fact that it's all tied together. How the Rice R, he attended Rice. Where did you go to school?
I also went to Rice University.
Maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, I didn't go to Rice, so maybe, yeah. I mean, Coach Hopkins, he's, U of H. He's over there.
Oh, yeah, he's a Cougar. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Cougar. We won't, yeah. But
all
he's
right.
not up here talking. So
No,
it's
he's
okay.
not. It's okay.
Well, yeah. I was going to say all good people attended Rice, but, obviously.
But
both
you
of
know,
did.
there's a story about this R. You know, the circle, the place that kiddos.
Yes.
What do y'all call it?
The R. Yes, we call it the R.
Nancy Scott, who was the first principal here, was really responsible for dreaming of putting the R in that particular school building at that particular place. And she was the one that contacted Rice, got permission, and it is really a nice R. Right? People have been around it, yeah. And the coach, baseball coach at Rice, is responsible for it. He won the national championship in, believe it or not, 2 or 3 years from 91 through 95. And the boys came out with an R that he designed. It's just exactly like the, what would you call it?
The Old English?
Old English.
Old English R, with a little knob on it. I think you can see the knob setting out to the side, yeah. And that's when Rice had football, track, everything. They don't really get into it much anymore.
Yeah, it's more of an academic school, right? They still play football, I think, right?
They do.
To some degree.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we'll leave it there. To me, this is probably the best part about talking to Mr. Rouse is to get the insight that he has, right? And I think that's so important for today's time because a lot of times we get down the road and 18 years goes by and we take things for granted. And so I think learning that history and that information that not a whole lot of people knew, I think is so important because that's the legacy. And Mr. Rouse, I know we talk about it all the time, and people go, well, what's your legacy that you want to leave behind? It's not material things, it's not money, it's not any of that. What is it to you, in your mind, what's the legacy that you want to leave?
I would like to leave a legacy that I did everything I could to help students in their life besides their academics and all their extracurricular activities. Tried to get them to look forward past high school and whether it's college, service, career of any type. And I see that. Kiddos come up to me in HEB and places and thank me for the opportunity they had to be in a school that, excuse me, that had that philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so important. I think that's it.
Excuse
We
me.
can wrap this up right there, Mr.
Let
Hawkins.
me say one more thing.
Okay, I'm not going to stop you.
Nancy Scott was the first principal, and she got this high school started in a way that I think we still are reaping the success that she put into it. I talked to her yesterday, and she still loves Rouse High School. She said it's still the best high school in the district without any, I don't think there's an argument about it at all. We're way out in front of most schools,
I'm a little biased, but I'm going to agree with you. I had 2 kids graduate through Rouse High School, so I can definitely say, despite me, they grew up to be pretty good people. And she sits right there. My daughter, who
That's right.
doesn't miss a show. In 12 seasons, she's missed 2 times.
That's awesome.
2 times. That's a lot to look at me, and I'm like, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just moral support.
guy.
I don't know, but I definitely appreciate you 2 guys joining us here to start this Inside Raider Nation season 12. But just learning that history and just hearing from Mr. Rouse. I think me and you talked at the scrimmage, and it's like, what better platform that you could have to not talk to the namesake, because Mr. Rouse is so involved with these kids, and I think, cherish it. And if they don't, they better open their eyes, because there's not a lot of namesakes that come around to every single sporting event. Travel all the way down to the baseball games, which their daughters bring them to, and they sit out in the hot sun. Those baseball games, a little warm, but I think they enjoy just sports and watching those kids perform and compete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's what
do
it's
it.
about.
Yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on anybody, but
Yeah. They don't feel any pressure, not at all. Mr. Rouse shows up. I think they straighten up a little bit. It's kind of what you did when you were probably a principal, right? And everybody saw you coming down the hallway, straightened up a little bit.
yeah, well, like if I see somebody that I don't know their name, I have to tell them to turn around. Okay. Young people don't understand.
Cohen and Avo is like, what?
Yeah.
It's like the yellow snow thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but my wife said it's time for me to shut up.
Well, if Mama says it's time to go, then, it's time to wrap things up. We definitely appreciate you guys joining us. Mr. Hawkins, anything you want to say to the Rouse community, message to the Rouse community?
Just, anticipate a great year and doing everything to live up to the standards, obviously, of Mr. Rouse. He certainly, as an educator and principal, paid his dues, but for someone who's done as much as you have, Mr. Rouse, to still continue to give is just an example for all of our students. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Rouse, we'll bring that mic up a little bit, because you got to have some final words. We can't just end there. Even though Mama says to cut it off, we're going to at least get some final words here. So final words for the Rouse community.
Well, I think the students and the parents, grandparents, and everybody realize that education is the number one thing in our society. And you have to have it. You can't go out there without any skills of any type, and they're going to grind you up. And that doesn't mean you have to go to college. You can go to trade schools. You can go to several places, but get a saleable skill that you can offer to somebody and work and make a little money. Yeah.
What it's about. Good advice, Mr. Rouse. And that is going to be a wrap for this week's episode of Inside Raider Nation, Season 12. We want to thank all of our guests, our coaches, our student athletes, and the biggest part of Raider Nation, our principal at Rouse High School, and our namesake, Mr. Rouse, for joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. We want to thank all of our sponsors, including A to Z sponsors, 1A Soccer, Homestead Plumbing, and Crystal Falls Family Medicine, for bringing you Inside Raider Nation. As we wrap things up, we're going to see you next time. September 28th, we'll be back on, and we'll have Inside Raider Nation, so please join us then. And until then, and as always, ours up, and go Raiders.
Go Raiders.